Yo, when Drake said thoughts too deep to go work them out with a therapist, bro, that shit's hitting. I'm like, yo, I understand. I understand from a man's point of view, from a first person point of view, like third person, bro, fourth dimensional, fifth dimension. I understand. I understand. Brandon and I had a conversation about something a little bit ago, and I didn't really have anything to say because I thought that he was right. So basically, if you don't look good, your chances with a girl is lower. That's what we were talking about. So he argued that you should work out. And I was like, okay, but I hate working out. Like I know uh deep down that like there's just some people that are just like, yo, I don't want to work out. I don't need to work out. People go to work to avoid working out. You know what I mean? Like they're like, bro, I just worked a 8 hour shift. I'm not going to the gym. I'm one of those people. And I've played football when I was back in high school, and I got it all out of my system. I don't like to work out. I know that about myself. So why force myself to do something that I don't like? I've learned not to do that with yourself. So I said it's better that you feel good. And then he was like, I guess it's because we were talking about specifically about girls. And he was like, what fat person that feels good gets what he wants? And I was like, okay, fine. Fat people don't get the girls that they want. But my argument was I see fat people with other fat people all the time. I see fat people with skinny people. Like it goes both ways. But like, I guess the way that he said it, I was just like, oh, okay. I guess I understand. So this is my comeback about like, you know, 2 months later, because we had this conversation so long ago. I hope he sees this. There's a reason why you look the way you do. You need to focus. A lot of people refuse to focus on what's right in front of them, so they lose regardless. So just think about this. If you're having sex with every girl that you meet, not making real connections, you are losing the meaning of looking good. So you can work out, and what if you're a complete dick? You know what I mean? Like it's like, okay, you kind of just wasted it. Now you're gonna go around have sex with all these girls and not make anything real. And we're looking for people that can make stuff real, because like it's like being an OF model. Like you can go around, you can have as many different connections as you want, but if you're not bringing together a team, if you're not uplifting people in some way, like you're not making a difference, then it just all goes out the window. Like it sucks. But yeah, that's my comeback. That's my answer. I hope it's a good answer. Is that a good answer? I don't know. I don't know, but I hope it is. I should have said that. So basically, you should be focusing on what you need to focus on. If you are fat for a reason. That's what I was saying. Like everything happens for a reason. If you are out of shape, it's for a reason. Yeah, go to the gym, see if you could do it. But it doesn't mean that you have to lift 155 pounds. You don't have to bench 155 pounds every time you go there. You can just simply go there and walk. Like you don't have to run. Um, but we are so conditioned to telling people, oh, try harder, try harder, try harder. The gym is not for everyone, but you can make it for yourself. So that's what I do. Like when I go to the gym, bro, all I do is I get on that treadmill, I walk 30 minutes, and then I'm done. Like I'm at 3.2 miles. I think that's the fastest that I've gone. And I've gone to the gym 3 times in the last couple of weeks, 3 or 4 times. And I felt comfortable like that. I told myself, I had to talk with myself. I'm like, yo, listen, I'm not going to the gym to freaking lift 155 pounds benching just so you can feel good and feel sore for a week and then never end up going again for the next 6 months because you're just like, this is boring. I don't like to do this. I'm telling you. So everything happens for a reason. If you're fat, that means you need to focus on what's in front of you. I'm not going to say that my sister is fat. I'm not going to say her name. I'm trying to be better with that, but I do like to say names. Uh, she's on the heavier side, But what she does is that she works two jobs, and she refuses to back down on one job, even though she makes enough money with one job. She works two jobs because she's a teacher. She needs something to do during the summer. She says she hates sitting down. She hates that doing that because she starts spending a lot of money. So she keeps this other job just so that um she doesn't get bored, or just for a little bit of extra money. And you got to realize, working two jobs, a teacher is 8 to 10 hours a day. And then you go and work an extra 5 hours. You worked for 15 hours straight. How are you taking care of yourself? So that was a good example, because she is the way that she is. She's a little bit on the heavier side. She's lost a lot of weight though. She's a little bit on the heavier side because she refuses to focus on life itself. It's like, if you want a partner, if you want uh, a boyfriend or a girlfriend, you're going to have to put the time in. You're going to have to set time aside for that. And when you set time aside for that and then you start doing something else, that means that that's what you were supposed to be doing. It's like, if you think that it's only for the girlfriend and boyfriend, you're like, why would I set time aside for a person that might never want to invest in me? You know what I mean? So it's like, so what happens when you put aside that time? Just think about it. What happens? And when you figure that out, you must be focusing on something else. But my thing is, free time, your time, is the most important thing out there. You know what I mean? Your free time is worth more than time that you work for somebody else. Because remember, guys, you are working for somebody else. You're not working for yourself. When you go to Amazon, you're working for Jeff Bezos. You're working for his ideas. You're working for his dreams. You're working for his car. You're working for his house, his $1 million mansion. That's what you're working for. You're not working for yourself. And people don't like to say this, because I just saw a video the other day. The guy was like, 9 to 5s aren't dead. Like, the people that say 9 to 5s are dead are dumb. And you should just go work your 9 to 5 job. And he pulls out a wad of, $1,000. He's like, this is what I made in a week. 9 to 5 isn't dead. Okay. You make money from it. But what's important is what happens after that 9 to 5. What are you doing? Just think about it. Ask yourself that question. What are you doing? Are you doing something productive, or are you doing something that's damning? Are you just watching TV the whole time and you're just eating as much as you want? Like, you should be getting out of work and be motivated to do something. But if you're not motivated, the problem is your job. Maybe 9 to 5 isn't dead, but that idea that you have for everybody else to work on is definitely dead. Maybe who knows? Maybe Jeff Bezos doesn't even like his idea anymore. Maybe he's like, yo, this is tedious. But he's making money and he's comfortable. But that doesn't mean that he's happy. Yeah, I just ranted, you know what I mean? Personally, I think Bentleys are dumb. Now, you got to hear me out. There's a reason why I think they're dumb. It's just that if I have money, I don't want to buy a Bentley and then have to pay it off for the rest of the year. Like, that's just not smart, bro. So when I get rich, or if I get rich, I want to have common sense. I want to be logical about the stuff that I buy. So like, I was wondering, I was like, so when would you buy a Bentley? And I was thinking to myself, I was like, maybe I would buy a Bentley if I can make the money back the following week. Like, I can buy a Bentley and then I'm like, yo, I can't buy anything for the rest of the week. I bought the Bentley. I'm going to go drive around with the Bentley and stuff like that. So I was like, who can be able to do that? And it said, I went on Google and it said, who can buy a Bentley and make the money back the following week is likely a billionaire. So a billionaire can make back a Bentley. Bentley is around $200,000 to $3 million for the car. I just want to be logical, bro. I want to be like, nah, bro, just get the Honda. Like, just get the Honda, and then we're gonna invest the extra 180,000 on something else, bro. We're gonna get like other things instead of just that one car. Like, does that make sense? Like, I have that much money and I'm just like, I'm gonna spend this much money on this car. So then I did a little more research and it said a trillionaire would be even further removed from the transaction, as they will likely recoup the sum in a matter of minutes or seconds, depending on the performance of their vast assets. So if I'm a trillionaire and I make it back in seconds or minutes, okay, maybe I would buy a Bentley. Now we got questions, bro. Like, what's the Bentley good for? Like, who owns a Bentley? What is it good for? Is it just the starlights on the head? Like, that's all that people talk about. They're like, it's the starry night under the freaking car. It looks really cool. Like, that looks cool, but can I go off road? Like, can it go underwater? Like, what's the point of it? What can I do with a Bentley that I can't do with a Honda? That is my question, bro. And if the answer is like nothing, no, I'm getting a Honda. Like, what are you doing, bro? I don't know. Is that just me? I don't think so, bro. When you think about it, when girls get pregnant for their man, it's like they're going through surgery. It's like they're going for plastic surgery just to please their man, you know. For me, you don't have to do that, all right? Listen, you don't have to have a baby with me. Just be there by my side. You don't need all that. You don't need all that.